So I decided that I would make a video on how to use the FX Blue trading simulator to test a system. So I said, oh, what systems would people like me to look at on the Global Prime Forum? And a suggestion came back of the ribbon system. Now the ribbon system is probably best known as the Guppy system, or at least that's how I know it. It's been around for quite a while. Guppy was an Aussie bloke who wrote a trend following book. It was quite popular, not very technical, sort of about 20 years ago, sort of in the late 90s, early 2000s, I think it was. And basically what it involved was two sets of moving averages. So there was the first set that was 3, 5, 8, 10, 12, and 15 exponential moving averages. So that they sort of follow the price relatively closely, as you can see on that graph. And then there was the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60 that were a bit longer. And so I recreated that on my MT4. And so that's the same, the closest is the blue, the far is the red. And then how it's explained is the general idea is for a buy, the blue short-term ones are above the long-term red ones. And then for a sell, the opposite, the short-term moving averages are below the long-term red moving averages. Now on baby pips, they don't actually tell you how to exit. And then you search Guppy System exit, and it's not really a stack of easy to find exit rules. This guy here just talks about an opposite exit basically. So at least for the start, to find out if this is any good and worth investigating further, we will use that. So that means that we're kind of going to be jumping between sort of longs and shorts, because once we're in a short, then we're going to be in it until we enter a long. So I did another video on the FX Blue Trade Simulator, so I've got it all ready to go here. So we'll just kick it off. If you need to know how to install and run that, then I've got another video that I'll put the link down in the description. But for now, we'll kick this off. So we'll just wait for it to load up. There we go. And it's loaded us up on the pound. So we need to come up and reload our template. And then away we go. So I've got this set at 21. So I'll just put it to 20. And we'll see how that speed goes. And just trying to remember. Okay, whoops. So I was a bit slow there I was not concentrating, but we'll enter a couple of bars late. Please forgive me, trading gods. So there we go. And our trade goes into profit. So we probably needed to enter a couple of bars early. So we have done ourselves out of about 7 pips there, but we'll carry on. And we're looking for all the blue moving averages to fall below all the red moving averages. So at the moment we're still in an uptrend. It's coming down slightly, but it hasn't, the blue ones haven't dropped yet. So along we go, along we go, along we go. Oh, a big pop-up. We're in some nice profit here. Don't think they all dropped below the bottom one. No, we just didn't then. We got saved by 2 big bars. And then up we go again. So that was fortunate. Oh, no, still going on. Okay, they're all below. So we will exit our trade. Close. Now we're short again here. We probably actually should have been short down here, but we'll take that we'll be able to enter again at a better price. So this isn't exactly correct, but given that I'm out of practice using this program, we'll keep going. So yep, we're in a nice trade here. Blues are still below reds, so we're hanging in there. This trade's popped out. I'll pause the video and I'll run through the rest of 2020, and then we'll see how it turned out. Is it going to pop up? Not quite. Will we get another down bit here, or will it come back up and take us out? Choppy market. It's not giving up on us yet. It's all close together here. Oh, did we make it? Don't think so. We'll keep going. No, we're still definitely in the short. Hey, they're all above there, so we'll shut this trade. Should be in a buy. So I'll take this buy and then I'll pause the video and we'll come back towards the end of the testing period. Talk to you soon. Okay, I've just popped back here because I found a useful feature that if you're doing these kinds of systems, you might find good. So if you come here, we can close it, but we can also reverse it, which is what we want to be doing in this system. And so we've just got the signal here where all the blues are above the reds to shut our short and go long. So we'll just click on the reverse and then we'll let it play out. So yes, I'll come back after a few days of this have passed and we'll look at the results. All right, everyone, welcome back. So we've gone through a couple of days of this 5-minute trading chart. And so far the graph is looking like this. So we started off quite well, but then we had a whole series. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades in a row that didn't go all that crash hot. Now it was because we ended up in sort of this market here that was chopping and a changing. So we got sort of chopped to death through there, but now we've pulled a nice, what seems to be building to be a nice short. So I've turned the recording back on just to show you the results so far. So we've had about 13 trades in a couple of days on the pound here, and now hopefully we're about to cash in on the nice big move that this system likes. So we'll just renew that and we'll play this trade out and you can see how it goes. So will it reverse here to take us out, or will it continue down? Threaten to spike back up and take us out, but it looks like the short-term trend, because it's a 5-minute chart, is continuing down. So we're in some nice profits. Again, threatening to come back up. Keep an eye on it. All the lines are very close together here. So far though, we remain in. Oh, there we go, and we're out. So we'll reverse this. Now, of course, if we were aware, because it's quite probably a news event here. So if we knew that this news event was coming up and we were trading the 5-minute charts, we probably would have been rather sensible and put in a stop, but we're trading this as we were told to trade it. So that's how it is. Now we're on a a buy because the blues are above the red. So we'll just see how this one pans out. And then I'll go back to doing it by my lonesome without you. And I'll bring you back in when I've got something interesting to tell you. But let's see how this trade goes. So there's a bit of a pullback here, but it's holding on. It's getting back together here, so we're looking for it to break to the downside to switch. But hopefully it stays above. Very close here. What's it gonna do? It's here. And break up again. There's no real movement here either way. So it's not making a particularly exciting period of the video here. No, maybe not. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. It's hard to see. Still not giving us a direction. Still waiting. It's inching higher, which is good for us. Looking back here now that the scales moved, it looks like in here we were actually switched to a short, and then we would have been back to a long back here. So luckily in this test we didn't take that trade, but technically that would have been a whipsaw in there against us, but we'll trade it as it is, and then we're out. So we just need to find where we entered, which was a nice bit of profit. Why can't we see? Why can't we see that graphic? What are you doing to us, Trade Simulator? I have a bit of a head scratch. See if we can figure out how to reverse that. Let's just put this way down low. Unpause it. Shut it there, so we'll do that. But yes, that was disappointing for the program to have lost us there. So we'll let it shut that trade, and then now we should be in a short. So now we're back on the wagon. Anyway, I will come back to you again in a little bit. Okay, so welcome back, and I've finished the week. So this was a week of Guppy trading on the Great Britain Pound USD on the 5-minute chart. And so I followed the Guppy system reversing when it went, the blues went above the reds, we went long. When the blues were below the reds, we went short. And this is the results of the week's trading. So at the start we went quite well, and we were up and up and up, and I was thinking, wow, this is going good. Might have to have a bit of a look at old Guppy. But yeah, then it didn't go too well after that. We sort of dropped off, and we finished with minus 224. We did have a couple of good trades towards the end, but even they didn't really make up for the losses. So what I want to do now is just grab this Great Britain Pound period. We shut that. No, it's not going to let us. So I'm just going to bring it back in 1 second. So you hold with me. Okay, so what I've done is I've put this on a chart, and now we're going to go back in time. We can use the page up button to like scroll back mighty quickly. July, June, May, April, March, February, beginning of February, here we are. And so what people will tend to do when showing off a system, be it their system, another system, or even someone just analyzing a system, is they'll pull it up on a graph like this and then sort of talk you through it. And this is what I call 2020 hindsight trading. In the algo world, we call it sort of data snooping. So here we can see the future. So we look and go, okay, how good is this system? Oh, okay, here we would have entered here, and then we would have gone all the way up here, and then somewhere up here we would have exited and made that amount of money. And then we would have entered up here, and then we would have kept it. Come down here, oh, good, good, good. And then we would have made some more money here. And then, here in the pop-up here. And then here we would have made some more. It's a little bit messy in here, so maybe if we thought it was going down, we'd enter here, and then we exited sort of here on the other side of it. We might have made a little bit of money there, and then we'll enter here and we'll take this down here, and we'll make a really nice amount of money down here. Look how good this trade would be. We'd get in up here and come all the way down here. That'd be great. Then we'll enter along here, and again we'll make some nice money all the way trading it up here. Then we get a short, some more dough down here. Yeah. And so we should be making a stack of money. I mean, through here is a little bit messy, but we would have entered up here, and then we would have exited in here. So yeah, it's great. Here's a nice long one. Look at that, we made stacks. And then we would have made heaps of money coming up here. So what they're not doing is actually analyzing it properly. So say for example here, we won't enter on here, we'll enter up here. And if we're doing the reversals, we're exiting up here. So we're only entering here, and then we're actually exiting up here. So it's a break-even trade. But it can be presented as, we would have taken this all the way down here, and they sort of get a bit loose on the definition, exits and entrances, and in sort of a choppy period like here, where we might have entered a short, and then we've entered a long, and then we've entered a short, and we've just got chopped out of 3 bits of trade here. So we got chopped out of that, and then we would have got chopped out of that. And so they conveniently sort of overlook this by this 2020 sort of trading, where you can, because you can see, and then you can make up excuses. You would have said, we've come down here and there was news, and we would have known that there was news, so we would have exited right at the bottom here before the news. But of course, if the news was bad and it kept falling down, that wouldn't be mentioned. And so 2020 trading or evaluation of a system just doesn't work. When you're actually going through and trading it in real time, this is what we found. And that is very different to the explanation that we could give just looking at the chart. So that is why it is vital that you use things like the FX Blue simulator to trade in real time. So you can't see the future, you're just sticking to the rules and implementing them best you can. And then do it for a period of time, and then you can look at the results. That can't lie, this is how that you, very close to how you would have actually traded it, and are you happy with it? So you're going to get 2 things, sort of the lovely look forward, talk it up version of a system, and then you're going to get the cold hard facts when you run it through a simulator. So highly suggest using the simulator. I'll put the link to the simulator down below, and I'll even put the Guppy template in the video description so that you can have a look at that. But hopefully this gives you a little demonstration on how you can use the FX Blue simulator to test, and why it's important to use it to avoid 2020 hindsight trading. So until next time, Thank you, and see you then. Bye.